Hello everyone, I am Sanjay Gupta. I welcome you on Sanjay Gupta Tech School. Today I am here with a new bootcamp launch, and before starting, I just want to confirm everybody, are you able to listen me properly? So just confirm in the chat whether you are able to listen my voice clearly. So if you are able to listen my voice clearly, so I just welcome everybody, those who have joined live, and I want to express my gratitude to all my channel viewers and subscribers, and like supporting me throughout the journey of my YouTube, and I just want to share one fact, like me and Ankit, who is with me. So we both are from Jaipur, India. So I just want to know from which location you are joining this bootcamp live. So just paste your just write your location in the chat so that we know, like, from which location you have joined. Are you from India or from outside India? So wherever you live, so just write your location in the chat so that we can have some connect, like from which place we have uh, audience connected for this bootcamp. So once again, I welcome everybody, those who have joined late, so welcome to them as well. And those who will be watching this recording, so I just want to welcome those as well. Okay, so I am seeing lots of responses, like people are from Pune, Bhopal, Hyderabad, Nellore, Kolhapur, Maharashtra, so Nagpur. So I can see people are from different cities connected in this boot camp. I can see Abdullah from Saharanpur, Uttar Pradesh. So welcome everybody in this boot camp. So Akula from Nizamabad, Hyderabad. So some Simon from New York City. So welcome Simone. Uh, so we have Adorado from Italy. We have Gio from Costa Rica. We have Yashwant from Hyderabad, Bharat from Hyderabad. So welcome everybody. So I can see people are from across the globe and from different cities of India. So like with this, I'm very happy to have you live on this session, and those who will be watching the recording. So I'm happy for those as well. So I'm sure like everybody cannot join on particular time because this is happening in IST time zone, and like if you are from different geographical location and if you are not able to make it live, so do watch the recording, and whatever Ankit will be sharing his thoughts related to Appian, so that will be very much helpful for you. Okay, so with this note, once again I welcome everybody, those who have joined live. So moving forward, so now I just want to introduce Ankit. So Ankit, can we go for next slide? So I have Ankit with me, and Ankit is lead Appian consultant who is having 8+ years of experience. So Ankit will be delivering all the sessions related to Appian on Sanjay Gupta Tech School, right? And all the sessions will be happening live. So if you are able to join those sessions live, so that is well enough, because in those live sessions you will be able to ask your doubts, and if you are not able to make those live sessions, so what you can do, you can just watch the recording, and we have created a Telegram channel or group, so there you can ask your questions whatever you have. So with this note, I hand over mic to Ankit. So Ankit, please introduce yourself. Let everybody know what you have done in Appian ecosystem, so that people will know more about Appian and yourself. So over to you, Ankit.
Thanks. First of all, I would like to thank Sanjay sir for his warm welcome. Uh, Actually, that started my journey of Appian like at 8 years back, and during this, I worked for various companies like developer, senior developer, lead, and currently I'm working as lead consultant and architect. So I have gone through the different phases of evolution of Appian as well, that now Appian is grown, but I started so from its Appian it's a starting of growing page. So yeah, this is about myself, and now I want to start with Appian overview. Okay, so first, what is Appian? So
Okay, so
before
Ankit, just want to hold. So just want to confirm, are you able to listen Ankit's voice properly? Just confirm so that you don't miss anything. So just confirm in the chat. Are you able to listen his voice properly? Otherwise, I will see the mic settings. Okay, yeah. So Ankit, we have go ahead. They are able to listen you properly. Okay, go ahead, Ankit.
perfect, perfect, thanks. So what is Appian? Okay, so before knowing Appian, we should know about BPM, that is business process management. Okay, so like that each and every company have a process to complete their daily task. Okay, like if I take the example of employee hiring. Okay, so the company who is hiring the employee has certain tasks. Okay, to complete the process. So like that first that company HR put an that post a job post, okay, on different portal, and then candidates apply on that job using that some interfaces or some emails and other tools. Okay, then HR department check that if that particular those candidates are eligible for that job or not, and if they match the criteria or not. If they match the criteria, then they schedule the interview, like the technical interview, HR interview, other interviews. And once candidates clear the interviews, then they know that the HR team send the email or the offer letter, okay, with in email or in other tool, and ask them they ask candidate to upload their required documents with signed copy of like the offer letter. Okay, and once now the candidates upload their documents and other signed copy of their offer letter, and once HR team receive those documents, HR team start the employee onboarding, right? So this is the whole that process to complete employee to start employee onboarding or to select a candidate. So like that every company has various tasks, okay, and processes that need to be done. A similar example is for bank account opening. Okay, like in if I go for bank account open, so it also have a process. Okay, I have to fill a form. It can be a physical form or it can be a that a digital form, or okay, and then it will go for ID verification or some other that approvals, and then final it open account. Or other the in other industry I can talk about inventory management process. So similarly we have that every industry have some processes, okay, to complete their task in a sequential manner. So it allows to design and build digital applications, okay, that automate and streamline these processes. So these processes, that we took the example of employee hiring. So in that one, some processes were through email, some processes were through that different tools, or some there were a lot of human interaction. Okay, so Appian automate the whole process, okay, and making them faster and more efficient. So it reduce the human interaction as well, okay, and make them complete simple. If I talk in simple terms, so Appian is an AI powered intelligent BPM tool, okay, and low-code development platform. Low-code development platform means that it provides some predefined functions, okay, so that we can directly use, and we can that and it provide that some drag and drop functionality also for some components, okay, that we can drag and drop, and we can configure, and we can write logics in it, okay. So so it helps developers to create and manage any type of custom software application without extensive knowledge of coding. So if I have do not have an extensive coding knowledge, then also I can start in Appian, because in Appian we have some predefined functions, some plugins also I can provide, so we can use them and we can start. So we do not need any extensive or high level coding knowledge to start in Appian. Okay, so now this is a sample use case, okay. This is like account opening. So in account opening there are some several steps. If I can say, this is first step is like customer data capture, okay. So in this one, like the customer fill their data, okay. Second step is like ID. Once they submit their form, so there are and upload some documentation, okay, documents, like, so it's like ID verifications, okay, second step. Third, I can say like customer due diligence, okay, that is done by system. Fourth is like final account approvals. So some approvals like manual approval or auto approvals might be there, okay. Some higher authority of the bank can approve, okay, the details of customer to open the bank account. And lastly, if there are any additional compliances on basis of bank's policies and all, and once all compliances and approvals are done, so finally account open, okay. So these are some steps, okay, or like tasks to complete a account opening process. So we can use Appian to create a application, okay, to automate this this overall flow, okay. So there will be like that customer input the data from Appian interface, and then when it submit, it will automatically go verify the IDs using some integrations, okay. Like that in Appian it's easy to integrate with third-party system as well, because it provides us a template to integrate, okay. There is no need to code for integrations and all. So you can simply fill fill the template, okay, the details that is needed like API and all, and you can integrate, okay. Then once it is verified, it automatically goes for customer due diligence, and once it is done, then it will assign. If there is any manual approval, then it assign automatically, and that the approvers can open interface and complete their job, and then it automatically create the account and send the email to that customer and other persons as well. So it is very easy, okay, and it completely reduce that the human interaction to automate the process, okay. So next is why we should start on Appian. Okay. So in general, why we choose a technology, okay, to start a career in it. Mainly that we check like that what is in market requirement, if it is a particular technology have requirement in market, okay. Other is if have what it is if there is any career growth in it or not, and how is it easy and how much time it will take to learn, and if I will get the resources to learn or not, or if it is it is hard to search the resources or not, or if it is simple, okay. So that we generally and if there is any community where we can discuss about our problems, that so that we can get solutions at the same time, okay. So these are the mainly thing steps that we check during selection of any of the technology to start our career, right? So Appian provide all of these, okay, points. Appian cover all of these points. So like first, it is easy to learn. So Appian is a low-code development tool, okay, in which anyone with limited coding experience can quickly grasp the platform and start building applications. That means that you will get some that basic knowledge of Appian and start, and you can code by yourself. Okay, and when you start in Appian interface, it provide you the automated description of that particular component or particular function in interface itself. So when you start type, it provides you the details. So you no need to remember those functions, or you no need to you know remember the parameters and all. It can automatically provide. Okay? So it is very easy to start learning in Appian. Second, career opportunities. Okay, so Appian is rapidly growing platform in business, process management, and low-code development market. By gaining skills in Appian, you can enhance your employability and open doors to various job opportunities in organizations that works on Appian. So you know that in these years, Appian is rapidly growing. So a lot of new industries are started working on Appian. So almost all industry now works on Appian. Okay, so there are a lot of new clients and companies are started. So there is a lot of career opportunities, if you have Appian knowledge. Third is industry relevance. So Appian is widely adopted now across industries such as finance, insurance, healthcare, government, transport, and other industries as well. So almost all industry now adopted Appian. Okay, so you can get to know that industry knowledge as well in this. Learning Appian can provide you with practical knowledge and provide exposure to different industries. Understand their business process, like how industries work, like how healthcare industry work, how insurance industry work, how finance and other industry work. You will get the knowledge of those industries in depth, and develop domain expertise, making you versatile professionals in the long run. So with the knowledge of that coding or any technology, it's very important to learn the industry. Okay, because if you have industry knowledge, so it will add the value in your knowledge. Okay. Now continuous learning and innovation. So in Appian is also constantly evolving. Okay, Appian releases 4 versions in a year, like in every quarter of year. Okay, so with every version, it provide us the new features. Like now, the Appian is all integrated with AI. Appian has its own RPA tool. Appian provide its IDP, that is intelligent document processing. Okay, that is integrated with OCR, and we can read the document from Appian itself. Okay. So in every version, Appian introduce new features and new functionalities. So by working with Appian, you can engage in continuous learning and stay in forefront of digital innovation. Okay. So now in that technology improving, or the market is that in technology wise market is continuously growing, approach new I can say new tools and all technologies. So Appian provide all the knowledge of all of these, that innovations in digital market. So you will always be in forefront. Now I will talk about job opportunity in Appian. So Appian offers various job opportunities and potential for career growth. The opportunities for Appian professionals has been growing due to the increasing adoption of Appian by businesses. So now, as I told, that a lot of new industry or businesses are adopting Appian, like all of the big companies, all of the banks, and most of the healthcare companies and all are adopting. So it is continuously increasing the chances of job. The requirement for Appian is on the rise due to the ability to accelerate application development and reduce the need for extensive coding. This leads to a surge in organizations adopting low-code solutions to quickly build and deploy business applications. So what was the big issue for organizations before that? That to change the technology or to work on any of the technology like that Java or other technology. So that we need to the developers for different developers for front end, for back end, and some of the technology were very old. Okay, so it was very hard to maintain those code and all. But now Appian that reduced. Okay, Appian do not need the extensive coding. So and it reduced the time also to develop an application. Okay, to it, and it is very easy in Appian to transform digitally to an application to a company. So many of the companies are now adopting so that they can they start like at least a module in Appian and can check if it is that if it is fit for their requirement or not, and then they can use for other applications as well. So it will be less risky for them to change the technology. It is adopted by most of the industries like finance, insurance, healthcare, government, and other sectors that we discussed. There are several job opportunities in Appian, okay, like Appian developer, lead developer, Appian architect, Appian administrator, or Appian business analyst. Okay, so if you start from Appian, you have some knowledge. You can start with Appian developer or associate developer. Okay, and with the job or okay, you can gain the knowledge. You can gain the industry knowledge, and you can improve your profile. Like you can go to Appian senior developer, then lead developer, like in which that you will be leading the team and all, and then Appian architect, in which you will work on mainly on that back end front end of Appian. Okay, and in Appian administrator you can handle the server of Appian, and Appian business analyst, like business analysts who have Appian knowledge can increase the chances of their career growth. Additionally, there are opportunities to specialize in specific industry domain such as healthcare, finance, government, or which can further enhance your career prospects. So that with this technical knowledge, you can get industry knowledge as well, because in Appian you will handle the whole application. So you will be having the overall knowledge of all industry. Like if I'm working on a bank account opening or banking, any of the open banking application, so I will have the overall knowledge of banking. Okay, that how banks works. Okay, and if I'm working on any like insurance or domain company, okay, so I will have the overall knowledge of insurance, like how insurance work, how their approval work, how I can claim, and how I'll get that it is approved and all. Okay? So it provides us the whole industry knowledge. Now, how to learn Appian? Okay, so there are some prerequisites. Okay? First, to gain comprehensive understanding of Appian, it is essential to follow a structured approach. Like to learn any of the technology, that we have to go through certain steps. Okay, so in Appian also we have to follow certain steps, certain structured approach, so that that it will make easy to learn Appian. Okay, by following the steps you can enhance your learning experience. Okay, so if you follow the steps, it will make easy the learning. Now the prerequisites. So Appian is a web-based technology. So first we need basic prerequisites like laptop or computer. We can run on anything. A simple internet connection. Okay. Free Appian community environment. So Appian provides a community environment, okay, on which we can do the practice, and it is completely free for practice. So for that you can go to this community.appian.com site and can request for environment. and you will get environment, and you can start the practice for Appian. Okay, and it's like, as I told, it's a web-based application. So, and it run on any of the browser. You can open it on Edge, you can open it on Google Chrome or other browser. Okay, so it is supported by any of the browser. And most important, positive mindset and willingness to explore and experiment. Okay, so with positive mindset, we can continue do the practice and we can learn. Okay, and it will be like a fun to learn the Appian, because you will know what you are doing and what will be the impact, because the front end will be also in front of you. So whatever you do, you can check. Step by step feature learning. Begin by familiarize yourself with Appian's feature in a systematic manner. Take the time to explore each feature thoroughly, understanding its purpose, functionality, and how it can be utilized effectively. Okay. So first of all, there are that each and every feature of Appian is interconnected. Okay. So to learn, we have we should learn in a particular sequence. Like first, I will learn this particular topic, then this second topic, third topic, like that. Okay. So that if it is sequence, then we can start the at the same time we can start some practice as well. And whenever we are working on or learning any of the feature, okay, we should learn thoroughly. Okay, and to understand its purpose, like the why we are using this particular feature, if there any other approach, or if there is any other way also there. Okay, and to understand functionality. Okay, so every function have certain functionality. Okay, that it complete. Okay, so we should learn about its functionality, its parameters, what all parameters is needed, or why we are using it. Okay, and how it can be utilized effectively. Like we there are some best practices also to come work on any of the Appian feature. Okay, so we should know about those best practices and follow those best practices. Okay. Now second is real-time use case practice. So put your knowledge into action by engaging in practical exercise and working on real-time use cases. This hands-on experience will allow you to apply your understanding of Appian's feature to solve practical challenges and gain valuable insights. So we know that once you are having some knowledge, you have to put your knowledge in action, or you have to work on some practical exercise. Like you will have environment of Appian, you can start your practicing there. Okay, so that that once you have do the practical exercise, you will have more knowledge, that you will be more confident on that. Okay, and you will get some challenges also, because when we read something, so sometimes we read the theory and we understand, but if we do not do the practice, then we do not know the actual problems, what problems can come, and then okay, so it is good to do some exercise, practical exercise with real-time use cases. Like initially we take the example of bank application, bank account opening application, or that employee similar use cases on use cases we can work. Okay. So if we work on this type of use cases or real-time applications, so it will you will gain valuable insights from that, and you will get some challenges, you will resolve those challenges, you will get some other knowledge of that interconnection of those components and all. Okay, so it will increase your knowledge, and it will be in this way it will be easy to learn. And then engage with like-minded individuals. Okay, so if we do not communicate, if we just working and if we do not communicate, then we miss something, right? Because someone has some other issue, someone has some other issue. So if we discuss with each other, okay, we can solve some problem, we can make something better. So communication is a key to expanding your knowledge and addressing any question or query you may have. Okay, connect with a community of like-minded individuals who are also interested in Appian. Okay, so engage in discussion, participate in question and answer sessions. Okay, and exchange ideas to deepen your understanding. So it will be good to exchange the ideas. Okay, like someone has some other some idea, someone has some other idea. So if we discuss with each other, we will get better solution for everything. Okay? Now this is bootcamp sessions. Okay, so in our upcoming bootcamp sessions, we have designed a comprehensive learning program that encompass all these aspects that we discussed before. Okay, so our sessions will delve into each feature of Appian, providing in-depth explanation and demonstration. Okay, so we will work on each and every Appian feature in will know that that if suppose we are starting one particular topic or particular feature, so first we will go through all its usage, how we can use this, how we can develop this. Okay, and what is its benefits, and that where we can use this particular feature. Okay, we will know all of this, okay, during that session. We will actively cases using Appian, as I told that real-time use cases or sample application, that is the actual application, allowing us to witness its capability. Okay, in front first and only before going to any company. So it will be easy for us. Okay, and it will enhance our learning. Additionally, we will work on a sample application to provide practical experience. Okay, so we will work on some sample applications. We will work on some other simple use cases, some business logics to solve. Okay, and we will solve them practically. Moreover, we will foster a vibrant social platform community growth. Okay, enabling instant discussion and query resolutions. So we will have a that social platform community group where we can do instant discussion, so that there won't be any that if I have some question now, if I have some query, so I can instantly discuss with someone else and can get the solution and can provide the solution to other one else. Okay. Now, time required to learn Appian. Okay, so in general, it take 2 to 3 weeks to learn Appian, but it's completely depend that on your dedication, on your that effort, what efforts you are putting. But in general, it takes 2 to 3 weeks if we dedicatedly work on Appian. Okay, and in these 2 to 3 weeks, you can make significant progress in learning. Okay, to become more proficient, okay, we will need practice, right? So in that one, we will need practice, we will need continuous learning. Okay, and we have to do some practical experience, and we have to do daily practice. Okay, that we are needed. Now, Appian provides some certifications as well. Okay, so Appian offers several certifications for individuals looking to demonstrate their proficiency in using the Appian development platform. So once you have, we have some knowledge of Appian, so to evaluate our knowledge, okay, we Appian offers us some certifications as well. Okay, and like first one is the analyst certificate, then associate developer certificate, senior developer, lead developer, and one additional RPA IDP badge also. Like that Appian now Appian have its own RPA, okay, and IDP process. So, and these that these certifications are in sequence. So analyst certification is generally for non-developers. Okay, like any of the business analysts who is working on any of the requirement, project managers, or product owners, or if there is any UX designer. So it focuses assessing their ability to planning and executing product. So it's not related to a coding, but the Appian features, okay, so that they can evaluate their knowledge, okay. Then associate developer, okay, and we can say for development it's level 1 certification in Appian, okay. Then senior developer is level 2 and lead developer is level 3, that we can say, okay. So associate developer is like the starting software in that one. That when you are complete your training and you have basic knowledge, or if you're with some practical knowledge, okay, you can apply for this, okay. So associate developer exam evaluate the basic understanding of building within the Appian environment, okay. It specifically validates the knowledge of best practices related to application design, development and maintenance, okay. So it generally evaluate the basic knowledge, okay, whatever we have learned, okay, during our experience or our training sessions, okay. Then once we have some more experience, okay, we can apply for senior developer, okay. The senior developer is designed for developers who have advanced knowledge of Appian concept, tools and the ability to deliver scalable solutions, okay. So who have worked in Appian from some time and worked on some that actual application for client and manage some clients. So we can apply for the senior developer certificate. It assesses the expertise in creating high performing Appian applications, okay. So because that it have some questions from deployment also. So anyone who the worked on some application, deployed it for client environment, okay, so he or she can apply for this certificate. Then the lead developer, okay. So lead developer exam is designed to validate the expertise in delivering successful Appian projects, okay. So the person who have managed the team, who have deployed or deliver multiple projects, okay, and handle most of the Appian features, most of the industry issues or challenges can apply for this, okay. So it specifically focus on evaluate comprehensive understanding of Appian's platform architecture. So with the Appian front-end knowledge, it requires Appian architecture, like how Appian works from backend, what all compliances Appian provide, what all that services Appian provide, and okay. So it how Appian is integrated with other system, how its server works. So it have all of these type of questions. Okay. So this is all Appian certifications. So we can apply in sequence if we are from development. So first we can apply for associate developer. Once it's clear and we have more knowledge, more experience, then according to our experience we can apply senior developer and the lead developer. And before applying for that, Appian provide us some sample test also, or some courses that list of topics that will be asked in this certifications. So we can prepare accordingly and we can go for these exams. Now it's for queries and doubt discussion. Over to Sanjay sir for this.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Ankit, for sharing all the insights. So we have lots of questions in the chat. So I think one by one, you can just answer those questions. So let me just share my screen so that I can show you all those questions. Just a second. Yep. So here we have all those questions. Yeah, so we can start from here. So yeah, so this is the first one, like Appian also cloud based or need to install. So from here, like you can pick questions one by one, and you can answer those questions.
Yeah, sure. So first from Leotech. So Appian is a cloud based, and you no need to install software. If you are that first, it is for that person who is working on the Appian as developer. they no need to install any software. It's a browser based tool. So you have to just go to browser, type the application URL, and you can access that. Okay, there is no need of any specific software and all. If I talk about the company who want to work on Appian, okay, so Appian provide multiple approach. Like first, Appian provide cloud-based tools. So Appian is hosted on AWS. So Appian can provide you the instance, okay, and on that instance you can work. You no need to install software. You no need to manage anything. And some companies want on-premise server, okay, so they can install those on-premises server on their place where they are working and can manage that. Okay, but for that learners, for the who is working developers, there is no need to install any software.
Okay, so I think next question is Appian is okay. This is the answer of above question. So career opportunities for freshers with this tool. So any insight on this?
Yeah, so there is lot of career opportunity now in Appian. Okay, so now Appian is have enhancing their capabilities and all over every year or 4 times a year. Okay, it's presenting their new versions. Okay, so new industries and new companies are starting in Appian. So there are a lot of chances if you have good knowledge of Appian. So there are a lot of chances to get the job and to grow in Appian.
Yeah, so I think in our upcoming sessions also, like when you will be sharing the knowledge, so we will have some names of the companies which we can share with the folks who are learning, so that they can explore those companies who are already working with Appian.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I think prerequisites you already shared with the audience, right?
Yes.
Okay, so one more question, which is like a common question, because on my channel, lots of content is related to Salesforce, and suddenly I launched this Appian Bootcamp. So lots of people are confused, like, is it related to Salesforce or what? So can you just little bit elaborate more on this, so that along with Nusrat, other folks can also have the answer to this question?
Yeah, sure. So Salesforce mainly focus on sales things, okay, like CRM, CPQ, sales funnel, okay. So every Salesforce manage everything related to CRM and sales, right?
Right.
And Appian is a BPM tool, or I can say dynamic case management tool, okay, where you can create or design any type of application, okay. Yeah, both are local platforms. That is similarity, okay, but in terms of use cases, these are different. Yeah, but Appian provide a integration with Salesforce, okay. So any of so you can easily integrate some features of Salesforce, okay, or data. You can get the data from Salesforce, whatever data you want. So that in that terms you can integrate, but in terms of in use cases, it are something different, okay.
Okay, so I hope Nusrat, your question is answered, and for many folks, this is a question, so I think you got the answer. And one more thing I want to share, like if you see this session tracker, and link I already shared in the chat. So here you will find this community link. So you can just open this link, and you can just go through this Appian community. So here also you will find some knowledge about Appian, like what it is, and you can read some of the links where few like information related to Appian is available, right? So this way, like similarly, we have Salesforce community. For Appian, we have Appian community. So whatever doubts you have, so I think Ankit, people can go here and they can explore this, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, and moving forward. Okay, so we have next question, like Asif is asking where we can get practical questions. So are we going to share any exercises with them going forward with the bootcamp sessions?
Yes, yes, Sanjay. As if we are, in our regular sessions that we are starting. So in those we will get some, we will get some practical questions, some practical exercise, some, an application as well, sample application on which you can do the practice.
Okay. Yeah. So there is one more question. Manish is asking, I am Salesforce developer. Is it good to go for Go or Appian? So Manish, if you are already working with Salesforce and you are comfortable with the technology, so I won't recommend. But if you want to explore any other technology, then I would say like it is your choice. So right now, don't think about switching. First, join this bootcamp, understand all the session and whatever Ankit will be sharing in the session. And once you have all the knowledge, so you already have knowledge of Salesforce, then you will be having knowledge of Appian. So then you will better be able to decide like which is better for your career, right? So that's why we are doing these sessions free of cost for whole community, and whoever want to learn this new tool, so they can learn, and then like you can decide. So no hurry, you have all the sessions on YouTube. You can learn them live, or you can watch the recording and later you can decide, right? So next is, certification is free or it has some cost related to Appian, Ankit?
Yeah, so Appian certification has some cost, okay, that you can check in community account, okay, or community link that we shared, okay. So from there you can check, but yeah, it has some cost.
Yeah, so N Yoganandam, I think your question is answered. So for certification, you need to pay some amount and it is not free. So Kunal is just appreciating. So yeah, so Kunal, I have Ankit with me. So like we were discussing, we were discussing like how we can share Appian related information. So I suggested Ankit like come to my channel. I have lots of folks who are related to tech or IT industry, and lots of people are struggling and searching for jobs. And I got to know like Appian anybody can learn, like Ankit already told you, within 2 to 3 weeks, right? So I told him like can we have a live boot camp so that we can share that knowledge through YouTube with the audience, so that they can learn that tool quickly and they can try for job. So thank you Kunal for appreciating our efforts, and I appreciate Ankit as well, like from his busy schedule he's sparing some time for you. So what we decided, like going forward from next week, we'll be having 2 sessions every week. So if you see the session tracker, so here you can see we are not in a hurry, and we will be giving you 2 sessions every week so that you can understand it slowly if you are interested to learn this new tool. And I am sure like it is very easy and understandable, because it is totally based on low code development, right? So no coding is required, as Ankit already told you, right? So 2 sessions every week so that you can learn things and you can practice as well, right? So dates I will be putting here accordingly as per the availability of Ankit, right? So initial dates I have mentioned already. So from next week, 12th of July, we are going to start this, and everything Ankit will be sharing with you, like how you can practice, and whatever topics are there that you need to understand, right? So this way I hope you will be able to understand. Okay, so there is one more question from Asif. If you want to change from one technology and search job on Appian with 3+ years, how it is? So, Asif, I would suggest first understand Appian. Don't try to think like without learning Appian you can have a job as 3+ years of experience candidate. So, I totally disagree with this question right now. So I would recommend first understand this tool, and then later stage we'll be able to discuss about this. So Leo Tech is asking how to create Appian account. So Ankit, this is for you.
Yeah, so to create Appian community account, okay, for practice, you have to go to community URL, and there will you will get their page to create account. Okay, and in our later sessions, I will show you, okay, the demo it as well.
Yeah, so Leotech, don't worry about this. Leave everything on Ankit's shoulder. So from next week onwards, he will guide you everything, whatever you need to, like in terms of account you need to create, or whatever cloud platform you need to use. So everything Ankit will guide you so that step by step you can pick up the pace. So don't worry about the jobs or learning. So just understand the concepts of Appian first. So once we'll be having enough Appian sessions, then at later stage we'll be having one general interactive session where we'll be talking about the jobs in Appian ecosystem, right? So in that session you will be able to ask like questions. So my recommendation is first learn that particular tool, and then we can talk about the job scenarios, right? So I think Ankit and I answered all the questions. So if you have any more question, feel free to ask in the chat so that we can answer. And you can join a Telegram group as well. So I'm going to show you that again. So here we have a Telegram group link. So if you want to know anything about Appian, so just join this group. Myself and Ankit both are member of this group. So whatever question you will be having going forward, so you can post in this group so that we can answer your query. And exercise sheet link will be coming soon. So basis on the topic, we'll be giving you some exercises so that you can practice. Right, so right now we have planned total 14 weeks, right? So it will go for at least like 2 to 3 months, because we are having 2 sessions every week. But if we see like it is going like it is stretching a lot, so we'll do something so that we can finish it within 2 months, right? So that you can have enough insight related to Appian. Okay, so with this note, yeah, so people are sharing their gratitude. So thank you for this. Yeah, so Ankit, I don't see any more questions. So I think we can wrap the session here. So anything that you want to add at the end?
No, Sanjay. So it's good to close now.
Okay.
So thank you, everyone. Thanks, everyone.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining this session live, and I want to thank everybody who is watching the recording as well, right? And do join all the sessions live so that you can interact with Ankit and ask the questions. And I'm sure like you will love this tool, learning this tool. So this is basically low code development tool. I'm again saying you, and no coding knowledge is required. Basic logical understanding, like if you have logical brain, so easily you will be able to implement solutions to the problem. So with this note, I just want to thank you again. So see you next week with the first Appian session with Ankit. Thank you everybody.
Thanks, everyone.